Okay. I know this is going to sound extremely dramatic. And before you all tell me that this would never be banned, you're right. But if they could ban it, I feel quite sure they would. And when you find out what I'm about to share with you, you would probably say the same thing. This weight loss strategy that I'm using, it is so effective, it feels like I'm getting away with something. It's not trendy, it's not shiny, and honestly, the big companies would probably rather you never even hear about it. Why? Because it doesn't require their fancy supplements, meal delivery service, or another toxic quick fix program. It's free, it's simple, and it does work. That's exactly why most people ignore it. But before I explain, if we haven't met yet, I'm Carrie, and I've lost to date 200 pounds. Now, I have a lot left to lose, but I share the things that I have learned so far and what I learn as I continue this journey. And I want to share that with all of you. And it would be an honor for me if you would join me as I continue down this path. So, let's talk about it. When I first started this journey, I did what everyone else does, right? I Googled, I researched, I scrolled, I saved a bunch of before and afters. I clicked on every 10-day shred and drop weight as fast as you can challenge out there. And yeah, when I did some of them, of course I lost some weight. But then I gained it all back and more. And I did that over and over and over and over again. I was stuck in this pattern of chasing whatever was popular, but none of it ever lasted. Until one day, I just hit this wall. Physically, emotionally, mentally, and I made a choice. No more noise and no more gimmicks. I was gonna go deep instead of fast. And by the way, if you're on this same path too, and you want to stop the cycle, I created this free guide that helps you take that very first or the next step. It's a 5-step roadmap to food freedom. There's no gimmicks and no shame. It's just real doable steps that help you build a life for yourself and not a diet. So comment the word freedom and I will make sure you get the link. It's free, and because you don't have to figure this out alone, you have some help. Okay, back to the strategy. So, what is this secret strategy that I'm talking about? It's this. I stopped eating for comfort and started sitting with discomfort. That's it. That's the secret. And if it sounds too simple, too boring, or too good to be true, well, it is simple and boring, but it actually works. So every time that I would have a craving, every time that I wanted to run to food, so I felt stressed or anxious or lonely, tired, or even bored, instead of numbing out with food, I would pause. I found that I do a lot of pausing, but that's okay because it works. And I ask myself, what do I actually need right now? Also, something that I ask myself a lot, but it also works. At first, this kind of feels unbearable, but the more that I did it, the more powerful that I felt. And I started to retrain my brain, and my body just followed. So here's why this strategy could I said, be banned if the diet culture had its way. It's because it puts you in control. So not their apps, not their programs, not their prepackaged shakes, snacks, or frozen meals. Just you. And the truth is, that kind of empowerment really doesn't sell well. Actually, not at all. No one can profit off of your healing if you don't need them anymore, right? But with this kind of strategy, it gets you results. You will stop eating out of habit. You're going to stop spiraling after one bad day. And most importantly, you are going to start trusting yourself again. That's how I lost 200 pounds so far. Not by being perfect, not by following a diet, but by learning how to feel my feelings instead of feeding them. I remember this one specific moment really early on in the journey. I had just come home and it had been this super stressful day. And normally that would mean I head straight to the kitchen and eat something, especially sweet, while trying to forget all about that day. But this time I changed up. I sat down on the couch and I said out loud, I am allowed to feel this. I don't have to fix it with food. I cried a little. I paced the room. I felt awkward, weird, and fidgety, but I didn't eat. And after that wave passed, I felt really good. Like for the first time in forever, I didn't let food control me. And that was the moment that things really started to shift. And here is what no one tells you about weight loss. It's really not about the food. It's about the patterns, the pain, and the beliefs that we carry. You don't need another rule to follow. You need a strategy for how to deal with life. And this secret strategy that I'm sharing with you now, sitting with discomfort, asking better questions, and choosing something different, that is where the real transformation begins. Now, it's not fast, it's not sexy, but it works and it sticks. Because the more you do it, the less food has power over you. And when food no longer has control, everything changes. So, if you've tried everything and you're still stuck, maybe it's not about finding that next thing. Maybe it's about slowing down and practicing the real thing. So, try this for just 1 week. Every single time that you feel like eating something, I want you to pause and then ask yourself, what do I really need right now? And don't do it in some judgmental way. Just do it in a curious way. You can do anything for a week. Listen, I know this journey is hard. Believe me, I know. But you are so much stronger than you think. And you are definitely not broken. You're just carrying a lot. And food has always been the easiest way to cope. But now you have a choice. You can learn something new. And you can show up for yourself in a whole new way. And it starts with this one simple practice. Forgive yourself. Feel those feelings. And trust that freedom is waiting on the other side for you. You've got this. And if you found this helpful, you might really enjoy this video right here. And until our next conversation, stay kind to yourself, eat like you love yourself, and keep going. You are doing so much better than you think. Bye for now.